got a year on me.
He's the same year as my brother.
Yeah. Come back, ladies.
Locals claim that the custom began when two ladies of Hallaton were saved from a raging bull by a startled hare. Distracting the bull from its charge, they showed their gratitude to God for sending the hare by a gift of land to the church, on the understanding that every Easter Monday the vicar would provide an hare pie, 12 penny loaves and 2 barrels of ale for the poor of the village. The Hallaton villagers would fight each other for the food and the drink, and on one occasion the residents of the neighbouring village of Medbourne joined the affray and stole the beer. The Hallatons cooperated to retrieve the spoils, thus beginning the village rivalry that still exists. Bottle kicking has been an annual tradition for over 200 years. The tradition has been cancelled only twice in that time. Once in 2001 because of concerns over foot and mouth disease, and also in 2020 and 2021 due to the COVID pandemic. Legend has it that the rector of Hallaton, opposed to the tradition because of its pagan origins, tried to ban the event in 1790. However, he relented the next day after the words "No pie, no parsons" appeared scrawled on the walls of the vicarage overnight. The pie is blessed by the Hallaton vicar before being cut apart and thrown to the crowd for the scramble. The rest is placed in a sack to be carried up to the nearby Hare Pie Hill. The bottles are then taken to the Buttercross on the village green to be dressed with ribbons. Here, the penny loaves are distributed to the crowd. There are virtually no rules to the bottle kicking, except there are no eye gouging, no strangling and no use of weapons. In the early afternoon, the hare pie is spread on the ground at the dip at the top of Hare Pie Bank, which is possibly the site of an ancient temple. Each bottle is then tossed into the hare 3 times, signalling the start of the competition. Each team tries to move the bottles on the best of 3 bases across 2 streams 1 mile apart by any means possible. The contest is a rough one, with teams fighting to move the bottles over such obstacles as ditches, edges and barbed wire. Broken bones are not unheard of, and emergency services are generally on standby. Locals say a visiting grandson took the basis of bottle kicking back to his university in rugby, creating the modern day game of rugby football. The rugby football is also a mimic of the shape of the small beer keg used in the pagan event. Up to you whether you believe this, but anyway, that's what they believe.
Mush it up, kid.
So what we're going to do now is decorate the bottles with the assistance of Jane, our local rector, and our local MP, Alicia Pairs. Thank you. So, ribbons. So, right. What we do, around these flowers, around the neck of two sacks, two smaller ones. Just get the smaller ones, two sacks first. If you want to do one sack,
We leave this video as they are tying the ribbons round the bottles. In part 2 I will be taking you up Hare Pie Hill and we will be watching them start the games and also the aftermath of all the injuries, and trust me, there's a few injuries in this game.
so one round. Now, if you want to start doing Steve's bottle there. So one round there, one in the middle, one round there.